Today, obesity in America affects almost every family in the nation. During the past 50 years, most people have tried to diet at least once, often dozens of times. During the same period, we've been offered more diets and more weight loss solutions than we will ever be able to count. They all have one thing in common: they have all failed to conquer obesity. What most people don't realize is that just 50 years ago, the vast majority of Americans were still slim and healthy. They ate by intuition, and obesity in America did not exist. Dieting was uncommon, reserved mainly for diabetics and people who had thyroid conditions. They were vegetarians, but they still ate nature's food. Today, obesity in America has become almost inevitable for everybody. That is not acceptable. It's time we open our eyes to some unpleasant truths we seem determined to ignore. Obesity is not normal. It's a disease created by people misusing science. The truth is, nobody has to be fat. Obesity is not normal. It's dangerous and it kills people. The fact is, obesity has an origin and it has a cause. It exists because it's founded on an addiction. Unfortunately, the power behind obesity is a brutal, worldwide industry that has no moral boundaries and operates exclusively for profit. 50 years ago, that industry sat on the sidelines trying to find a way to break our basic instinct, intuitive eating. It was the only thing that stood in their way. It prevented them from becoming the source of all the food we eat every day. Till then, all our food was provided by growers, dairy farmers, and meat producers. This was an industry ready and eager to substitute those foods with processed artificial foods that would create a new, much bigger market of people who would become addicted to the new food. They would be forced to ignore the old food and replace it with addictive-driven products that were literally irresistible. There is no bigger, better, more profitable industry than one that can be based on an addiction, particularly an addiction sanctioned and approved by those who are supposed to protect us. The only thing that stood in the way of this brutal industry was an age-old intuitive system that had kept us slim and healthy for generations. It simply relied on our basic instinct, intuitive eating, that guided us intuitively to the right food. Obesity in America was a goal, a target to get people addicted to fake food. It meant intuitive eating had to be broken. The amazing details of how this was done is told in the soon-to-be-launched The 3 World Events That Made Us Fat. Don't miss it.